So CO2 gas, definitely you know that ki CO2 gas ko if I will dissolve into the water, it will give me the acid, right? But now when you are testing and you are trying to identify, at that time you really don't know what type of the gas it is, right? So we just do the experiment. We have the test tube, and near to the test tube we carry our moist litmus paper. We carry both type of the litmus paper. First we check with the red or blue, right? So when we carry the blue litmus paper, it changes into the red color. That is going to tell us ki it changes the moist blue litmus to faint red. Why it is written as faint red? Because it is going to form a weak acid. And why they are saying like that to carry the moist one? Because this is a CO2 gas. First it needs to dissolve into the water. Then only it is going to give you the acidic character. So moist means there should be some water. Otherwise it will not give you the color. Okay. It is very important to carry the moist blue litmus paper. Okay. Now the second thing, it is odorless. CO2 is here also. Do you have the CO2 in your room? So it is also odorless. It is also colorless. I cannot see. Okay, so that thing is clear to you. Now CO2 gas ka we are learning since a long time. The best test to identify the CO2 gas is lime water test. We do know lime water test. We are doing it since a long time. And when we pass the CO2 gas through the lime water, it turns milky. And what is the lime water? Lime water is calcium hydroxide solution. That is the lime water. And whenever you pass the CO2 gas, it turns into the white color precipitate, that is calcium carbonate. It becomes solid also. Okay, that is the white color precipitate. It is solid and it is insoluble in water. But if we want to pass little bit more carbon dioxide to the calcium carbonate and the water solution, it get dissolved into it, and when it dissolves, it forms the calcium bicarbonate. Okay, you got it? So the first thing is to confirm that it is a CO2 gas, we are going to pass it through the lime water solution. So lime water solution is your colorless, right? It is colorless. When you will pass the CO2 gas through it, your CaOH twice will convert into the CaCO3. Then water is also there. Now you want to pass a little bit more carbon dioxide, then you are going to get the white color solution of the calcium bicarbonate, because now the precipitate has been dissolved into the water. That's it. The gas has no effect on the acidified KMnO4 or K2Cr2O7, because acidified KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7 both are very strong oxidizing agent. They cannot oxidize the CO2. क्या ऑक्सीडाइज करेंगे? That is already having the oxygen that can oxidize the other. How they can oxidize the CO2? They cannot. Okay, understood? So that is not going to be happen here. No effect on acidified KMnO4 and K2Cr2O7. Now, burning wood and spincher is also extinguished in carbon dioxide, because all the gases extinguish except the oxygen. Oxygen is only the one which is going to support the burning of the other object. They are not going to support to burn. Understood? Now go to the next. Next is also somehow like your carbon dioxide only. That is your sulfur dioxide. But sulfur dioxide has an odor. When you will make it in your lab, then only you will understand what type of the odor it has. But it is, means if we are going to smell, we cannot smell it. It's too suffocating. Okay, it is like that only. But it is also colorless. It is going to suffocate. And as to also, you know, when you will carry the moist litmus paper, that is going to turn moist blue litmus paper change into the red. and here it is red proper. Why? Because it is going to form either H2SO4 or H2SO3, which are the strong acid. In the previous one, it was not going to give you the proper red color with the blue litmus paper. It was giving the faint red. Why? Because H2CO3 is a weak acid. Okay, weak acids are those which does not dissociate completely, right? And the strong acids are those which dissociate completely, right? So that is the reason SO2 is going to give you here proper red color. Done. Okay. Now, but test for SO2. So test, it is suffocating. It is not going to support in the burning process. So whenever you are going to carry the burning wooden sphincter near to it, it will extinguish. Sphincter extinguished. That is the first. Second is the same way when we are going to pass the sulfur dioxide gas with the lime water. That is also the lime water. Here also it is going to convert into, because the calcium, all the salts are white color. So it is going to form the here the white precipitate plus water. And again, if you want to pass the more SO2 gas through it, it will also dissolve into the CaHSO3 twice, and that is also soluble. So here you are going to get a soluble white solution. But till here, everything is going to be same like the CO2 gas, right? Only the difference was we found, I am giving you two test tubes like this. I have the 2 cup here, okay? So you have this two reactions you are doing. In one, you are getting the CO2, one you are getting the SO2. But you don't know which one is CO2 and SO2. Okay. Smell it? No, smell is good. Like that. Okay, you will do. Like this only you will do as SO2. So that is the one. But we are not confirm it is SO2 or not. What will we do the next? We are going to pass the this gas to the lime water solution. It is going to give you the white color. This gas also I am passing to the lime water solution. It is also going to give me the white precipitate. In both I am adding more gas. Both are going to give you the white color solution. अब मैं क्या करूं? Both are giving exactly the same. Next, one more step we have to follow here. What is that? Because the CO2 gas was not having any effect with the acidified KMNO4 and the K2Cr27, but your SO2 gas is going to react. Okay, it is going to be reactive there, and it will convert your KMNO4 के pink solution को into the colorless, and the K2Cr2O7 के color को भी into the green color. Orange will convert into the green color. So here the third step which we will do, that only is going to distinguish between the CO2 and the SO2 gas. Okay, CO2 does not react with the acidified KMNO4 and the K2Cr2O7, but SO2 gives the reaction with them. I think so. Need to learn the equations. Iska equation you should learn, right? How it is going to happen? I will tell. See here, KMNO4 acidified solution they have not written here, but they should write down, and SO2. So you will do what? Potassium ka salt you will form, manganese ka salt you will form, and the H2SO4 you will form. What is that? That will form K2SO4 plus MnSO4 plus H2SO4. And here what will happen? The KMNO4 is of pink color, and MnSO4 and K2SO4 both are colorless. So the pink color change into the colorless. So that also we can say. Second one is the K2Cr2 potassium dichromate. That is also going to react. H2SO4 is the sulfur dichromate solution in water, and SO2. That is better written here. In the first one, they did not write down the acid. Here should be the acid. This is the acidified potassium dichromate solution, and we are passing the SO2 gas through it. Here also it is going to form the salt of potassium K2SO4. It will form the salt of the chromium KCr2SO4 thrice plus H2O. it was the orange color, and the chromium ka sulfate salt is of the clear green color. So if there is a change in the color, okay, then also you can say yes, now this is the sulfur dioxide gas. Okay. Okay, thank you. Next we will do in the next class. We end the session here.